Hello, Senior Stoner fan. Just a real Senior Stoner back at you for your Puffco Peak Pro dab of the day. The very first Puffco Peak Pro dab of the day. Hello, everybody. Today is Sunday. I want to talk today about some very specific steps to achieving impossible goals. That's right. How do you achieve the impossible goal? The goal you thought was so far out of reach. Well, first thing you got to do is simplify, because people find a way always to get simple things right. So you need to take the goal and find a way to simplify it. Maybe you're not understanding it the right way. Maybe you're overwhelmed by it. Maybe other people have made you overwhelmed by it. Look at the goal squarely in the eye and say, wait a second, maybe this is simpler than we thought. When you do that, what you're able to do is set realistic goals, mini goals, I call them realistic goals, and then unrealistic goals. That's right, you almost in this world have to have both. You have to have goals that you think are in your world within reach, that you can attain at any time. And yes, you actually have to have some goals that are unrealistic. When you do that, it gives you the parameters, it gives you the basis of comparison, so you understand how your life is going to proceed. We don't all want to have unrealistic goals that we could never achieve, but in order to have realistic goals, we might also need to see the ones we can't get to. Think about it. It gives you perspective. And there's something I don't talk about too often. There's something that I overlook, let's say, when we talk together, all of us. We need to work hard. No goal that I know of that I've ever achieved has been achieved without hard work. Whether it's a physical goal, an emotional goal, a monetary goal, an interpersonal goal, a professional goal, you don't go to sleep, wake up in the morning, and your goal is achieved unless your only goal was to wake up the next morning. So you've got to work hard. And I know that we're not interacting with people the same way we used to 9 months ago. The world has changed dramatically. But if you can, if there's a way, virtually, by the phone, via email, on social media, get other people to work with you. Maybe it's doctors, maybe it's other professionals, maybe it's friends, maybe it's people you've never met before. Get them to work with you, because when you harness the energy of more, your goals are going to be achieved better and also easier. Well, we also don't talk about this one too often, but it's important. Don't make excuses. I remember that in my professional life, when something didn't go the way I wanted to, I'd start explaining away why it didn't happen, and the boss would just look at me as call me a whiner. So, well, in personal life, in health, what's the point of making an excuse? It doesn't help. It prolongs, but it doesn't help. It continues the conversation, but it doesn't help. So try not to make excuses. And remember, I said earlier that we're not interacting with people the same way we did 9 months ago, but we are interacting with people in many ways, in new ways, in ways we never imagined. Many people who never touched a computer or an iPhone or an Android phone now have them, and it's their lifeblood to contact the world, because you can't see people like you used to. Well, don't underestimate those other people. Think about it. Think what happens when you underestimate someone. You can get a rude awakening. Don't underestimate the other people, because they are there and maybe they can help. I believe this one is really important because I've done it a lot and it's helped me move forward. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid of failure. If you fail 15 times, the 16th time you might win. If you fail 999 times, the 1000th time you might win. But if you don't keep trying, if you don't try and aren't willing to fail, you might never succeed. It's very important to do that. And it's important when you do things, anything you do, to wrap your arms around the repercussions of your actions. We've talked about it plenty of times. Action yields reaction. There's consequences to everything we do. And in this world today, there are consequences sometimes to others too. So make sure you understand the repercussions of everything you're doing. And no matter what it is, don't back down. Don't back down. If you've passionate thing you believe in, that you have come to the conclusion is important for you, don't back down. Push. Keep pushing. Because when all is said and done, what you're going to be able to do is try to laugh when you should cry. When you want to cry, try to laugh. What you want to do is change the paradigm out there. Change the angle. Make the angle better for you. Boy, I got to tell you, so much the pain I want to cry, I push forward and I try to laugh. I try to find something humorous in everything to keep me moving. And I honestly believe my sense of humor has helped me achieve impossible goals in this life. Let's take our dab of the day and remember, these are important things for us in achieving the impossible goals. And there are plenty of goals out there that we've all talked about with ourselves and our families that we have deemed impossible. And you know what's happened with a lot of them? You know what's happened? Guess what? We've achieved them. That's right. We, the people watching this video, the people who are here today, and the people who are not, have had experiences in their life where they've achieved the impossible. Because they didn't let go. Because they kept pushing. Because their formula for success was their own formula for success and nobody else's. Remember, it's individual to all of us how we do things. But what's universal is we must keep trying. Let's turn on our dab of the day and get rolling. We're going to go on low blue. Mrs. Stoner said last night that this is the best tasting device she's ever had. It gave her the best hit, was the most efficient, and we are just loving our new Puffco Peak Pro. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Send me your comments. I reply to every one of them. Cheers, everybody, and have a wonderful day. Cheers, everybody.